It's time for chicken enchiladas. We are going to start, so I've already started on this. We've got tortillas warming up. Don't need anything fancy, just warm these up on a griddle. Just make sure you warm them up. After we warm them up, we're going to do every other one in oil and heat it up. And while those are cooking, or warming up, so I went through my freezer and I found that we still had hatch chilies. So there are 2 Roma tomatoes in here. And if you zoom in, I just put them on the griddle until they're brown on every side and throw them in there. And then the hatch chilies and 1 clove of garlic. Now, you can use canned green chilies, you can use jalapenos. I'm only going to put a little bit of this into our mix for right now, for the ones I'm showing you, because I'm making them for somebody else who doesn't like spice, and these are spicy. And then after I make the first couple pans of mild, then I will add the rest for the 3rd pan for me and Diego, which will be spicy. So you take the tomatoes and the jalapenos and the garlic. Mix that. Okay, so in here we have 1 22-ounce can of chicken soup, or cream of chicken soup, and 3/4 can of milk. And to that, we're going to add the mixture that I just showed you. But for right now, we're just going to add a little bit so that it's not spicy for our friends who don't like spicy. That'll just give it a little bit of flavor. Nothing too crazy. We're going to get this out of the way. Maybe. Okay. So we have tortillas warming up over here. So when I first started eating corn tortillas, I didn't think I liked them. And just a hint, never do them on the microwave. And when I would warm them up, just trying to just be cool, I wasn't warming them up enough. And my brother-in-law said, let them shrink. So once they've shrunken, just a little bit, you know they're ready. So let's turn that off. And then we're going to do every other one in oil. You can do every one in oil, but I think every other is enough. Maybe. Because every other one absorbs the oil. So it's quite enough. Basically, you just want them pliable. What's going on with this? You don't want them super hard, you just want them pliable. So we're turning that off. Got a whole stack of tortillas. We're gonna make about 3 or 4 pounds of enchiladas for this. Now, I'm gonna take this and turn it upside down. And the only reason is because these are super hot. These have cooled down, so we don't wanna burn our fingers. Flip that over. Bam. This chicken is a chicken we made yesterday in the crock pot with the tomatillo salsa. And I added, so it's 2 pounds of chicken and 2 cups of cheese. I use cheddar jack. You can use any cheese that you would like. You can use Monterey Jack, mozzarella, anything at all. So, this is what we're going to do now. You dip each tortilla in this mixture of the cream and chicken sauce and the milk and the chili. You add chicken. And you roll it up. Do this until the pan is full. Try and do this quickly so that we can get it on film. Again, after I do these mild pans, we'll add the rest of that salsa. For those of us who actually like some heat or some flavor, as I call it. Make it a little spicier, but This way you can cook to your crowd. Nobody likes spicy. Woo! I'm gonna have Diego clean off my counters after counters and cupboards when I'm done with this because I'm a messy cook. So you do this. This is a small pan, which we did spray with some olive oil, just so that it doesn't stick. Mild version, as we talked about. So once you have those wrapped up like that, you add a little bit more of the sauce on top. Make sure they're not dry. And then you add a handful of the cheddar jack or whatever cheese you're using and throw that in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 until the cheese is melted. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy your chicken enchiladas.